Hey everybody, so this is the latest update on my son Damien's journey to getting his life back via getting his amalgam fillings removed and replaced. First of all, a big thank you to those of you who have donated and to those of you who have prayed and who have shared the GoFundMe. Sharing is huge, okay? The donations, obviously I have to have those. And I just thank you so much for your generosity and your compassion. And if you can give again, please. But even if you cannot give, please share the fundraiser, as that is like the best way to help. If you can't give, or even if you can, please share it with as many people as possible, because that makes an opportunity for other people to be able to donate. And for those of you who have prayed, prayer is powerful. So I just thank you so much to everyone who has contributed in one way or another. So initially I had said that to remove the amalgams, it was going to be on the high end, $2,000, and I had set the fundraiser for around $4,000 for taking care of his entire mouth. But that was just an estimate because I'm not a dentist and he hadn't been seen yet. So he went in last week, thanks to you, and he had his initial exam and x-rays, and he has a lot of decay. And I would just like to say that, I did not get to raise my son just because I was very broken at the time, and I just wasn't emotionally stable and mature enough. And I had amalgams as well, which was probably a big part of the problem. But I just had a lot of healing and growing up and things to do. So his caregiver was giving him juice and Kool-Aid and things like that all the time in his sippy cup. So from the time he was 2 years old, he had all of his teeth capped. So this decay has been since he was practically a baby. And then just because of the mental health impact of the amalgams, he has not, in poor choices of his own, not taking care of his teeth. But nobody should be put under this kind of sorcery, especially unaware. And that's what amalgam fillings are. So for his entire, for all that he needs done is going to be over $10,000. Right now, the quote is $10,616, but give or take a few $100, because if we squeeze more things into one visit, that saves money. And that's what we did today. So I don't have the complete updated plan because we changed it a few times today just to focus on getting the amalgams taken care of, because I continue to stress this to the dentist. Even though on their side of things, they're looking at the mouth, I'm thinking of the mental and the spiritual impact of the amalgams. So I do have every intention and desire to take care of everything in my son's mouth that needs taken care of, and to also make him some homemade bentonite clay toothpaste so that he can start taking better care of his teeth. And but praise Yah that we were able to raise, I think, $1,765 so far. So minus the fees that GoFundMe takes, that was able to cover his first visit, which was exams and x-rays, and it was also able to cover the gingival scale cleaning. And then I just paid them $1,120. Basically the rest of what I had given my son a little gas money to get to the appointment, and I paid the like 32 something for the monthly fee of the membership plan, which is saving us quite a bit of money. So I gave them all that I had left of the GoFundMe money. And so he has an appointment this Wednesday, here in 2 days. The total for the appointment is $3,277. I paid them $1,120, so that leaves $2,157 due. Now, I was pre-approved for, I think, $2,500 on care credit, which is something that this dentist office recommended that they do accept, and that for any bills over $1,000, you're interest-free for the first year. So I will be finalizing that. I pray that I do get truly approved for it, because that is how I'm going to pay for the remainder of this upcoming appointment. So for this appointment, initially we were just going to take care of the left side of his mouth, but they don't really want to just do the amalgams, and I don't just want to do the amalgams either. It's just that I wanted to prioritize those because, you know, I don't know if money's going to keep coming in. I hope and I believe that it will, but it's more important to me as a first-hand victim of this to get the amalgams taken care of, because even if he has rotten teeth and loses all his teeth, you know, at least he won't be inhaling mercury every day, you know, and God forbid, I don't want him to continue to have a rotten mouth, but just with the way things are going in the world, and how fast things are headed, where they're headed, I just really wanted to get him free of these amalgams so that he can think clearly for himself and not be having this demonic sorcery oppressing him. So praise Yah, on his visit this coming Wednesday in 2 days, he will be getting all 8 amalgams removed and replaced. It looks like they will be doing ceramic on some, but also white composite resin on some others. So initially we were just going to do the left side of the mouth, which has 6 amalgams, and then he was going to have to come back for the other side and for other work that he needs. But I kept talking with her and pressing her about the amalgams, and we had already set aside 4 hours for this appointment. So she was like, well, I don't know why they couldn't fit the other 2 in from the other side. So unless she calls me back and tells me that the dentist is not willing, which there shouldn't be any reason for that, he should be getting all 8 amalgams removed and replaced safely this Wednesday. And I am so thankful to you and to the Most High that this is possible. Like I said, I'm going to be paying almost $2,500 of that on credit. So I'm very short the money, and he's going to need somewhere around another $8,000 to get the rest of this work done. So that's the update, and I will share the updated treatment plan once I actually get it. But in the meantime, I might share the previous one that we had just so you can see. And please, 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 if you can, share. If you've got some money lying around, you know, and please, the Most High said it's better to give it than to, you know, just have it lying around. My son really needs this, and, you know, we're going to get the most important thing done this Wednesday. And the thing is, though, I'm going into debt to do it, so I'm going to have to work very diligently to pay this off, because my husband, you know, he works, but it's just paycheck to paycheck. You know, we usually don't have much left over for even things that we need. Like, there's some serious things that we need to, but right now, my son's health is the most important thing to me. And, you know, I have a little bitty part-time job, but most of that money goes towards extra groceries and, you know, household items, clothing from the thrift store, things like that, just to help support our family. So we really don't have the spare money. You know, and I'm also pregnant. I'm 11 weeks pregnant, and I have 6 children at home, so there's only so much I can do. So I really need you guys to share this with everybody that you can, and please encourage them to donate and to share it themselves. And just may the Most High Baruch you for your efforts and for your generosity and your kindness to us. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. And please, please, please share. Please continue to pray, and please donate whatever you can. Thank you so much. And please continue to lift him up. He's going in this Wednesday. Hallelujah. Thank you so much.